Hey guys, happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you're ready for the week ahead. Out here in my garage, Sam is down for his nap. Just finishing up my last cup of coffee for the morning and want to try to get a little movement in. And I've got a breath sequence that I want you guys to start working on, integrating it into your day either before your movement practice or by itself. This is a good thing to do early in the morning to kind of get yourself going, get yourself primed. But this is a breath sequence that is going to really hopefully help to get you tuned into your middle and start to feel this contract and relax thing that happens when we breathe, especially if we're actively breathing. So the way we're going to do this is you're going to start down on your knees. I've got my little foam roll here that I like to put under my ankles. It helps with the flexion and position of my ankle. You can do a pillow, something like that. If that is just too uncomfortable for you, find a comfortable position. You can sit in a chair, that's fine too. We're just going to take some of the pressure off the legs and get this thing primed up. So what I'm going to do is I put that roll under my ankles and then I come to my nice high tall position. We're not slouched. So that's the first thing you can focus on, hands on the legs if it's helpful, shoulders back, sitting up tall and proud. What we're going to be doing with this is we're going to be doing some expansive active breathing and we're going to be focusing on what's happening for the midsection. When we finish with the seated position, we're going to move down to a face down position and do something called crocodile breathing. That'll give you kind of an additional cue. But the way this works is we're going to start in the position. All nasal breath on this, nasal in and mouth out is fine. We're going to be thinking about breathing in this air to get nice and expansive in our midsection and then pushing that air up and out. So we're going to start nice and tall. Breath comes in. First thing I'm thinking is about my pelvic floor is going to be dropping. As my middle expands from here, I push that air out to then bring the next one in. So what I want you guys to be feeling with this is this very active situation that's happening in your midsection, in your trunk, of expand and contract. We don't want to have this big vertical breath. I don't want to see shoulders rise as I take a deep breath. You should see not a ton of activity up here at the shoulders. Maybe some chest, because that rib cage needs to be expanding as we take a deep breath in. What we're doing is we are going to be trying to use that diaphragm to pull that air nice and deep into our lungs to allow for some good gas exchange and get those good calming breaths in. So what we're going to be doing is about a minute or two. If you have your phone or a watch or something where you can have a running clock, that's good. If counting is easier, just count about 10 breaths. 10 to 15 breaths is good, just to kind of get you familiar. From here, what we're going to do is you're going to remove the roll, the pillow, whatever you have. You can move that pillow up to the front for your head or go forehead on your hands. And now we're going to get into some crocodile breathing where we're going to use the resistance of the ground to cue up our middle and to get us expansive in our middle. So face down, rest the hands or the head on the hands. What I'm going to be doing with this is I'm going to be taking a deep breath in, then I'm going to be straightening my legs, squeezing my butt as I actively exhale to get me primed up for my movement. So it's a deep nose breath in. What you're going to be doing with these crocodile breaths is you're going to take the remainder of that 5 minutes, 3 minutes, hopefully thereabout, or again, if it's counting breaths, 20 to 30 breaths, to just allow that ground to resist a little bit, to feel what needs to happen up in our upper body. You'll find that as you inhale And then exhale, you might get some discomfort in those shoulders. So if you find that as you're face down, our shoulders are in our ears, pull those shoulders low. This is a good tune-in movement, a good tune-in sequence, because there's not a lot of moving, but there is a lot of activity that should be happening in your midsection. So again, maybe about 3 minutes to finish that up, 20 to 30 breaths if it's easier to think that way. Take your time on these. This is why I like a timer, because it's not about bang out 30 breaths and you're done. It's about really tuning into that middle, because this is what's going to be fueling, hopefully, some good respiration for the rest of your day. So again, start your day with this. If you got time, get up early. It's a good little meditative practice. This is part of perception, improving our perception for the day and getting everything primed up with our breath. Or add it to the beginning of your little movement sessions. This is another great way to get that middle primed up. Give it a shot. Let me know if y'all have any questions. Get after it.